Honestly speaking, Sentinel is probably one of the most straightforward characters we've got in a while. She's a Bloodtithe support with HP-based buffs and decent Bloodtithe Generation. Additionally, she also does quite a bit of damage herself each turn through her follow-up attacks. Now, even though she can work as a main DPS or be used as a general support, her real power comes from being Nautika's best friend. So that's what we're gonna focus on today. Sentinel does her supporting in two ways. The first way is quite simple, where she gives the character in front of her a significant amount of buffing through her special ammo. Whenever Sentinel uses her channeling skills, she gives herself and the character in front of her 6 to 15 rounds of Dread bullets. This bullet costs the character with it to deal bonus max HP based damage. This is the first thing that really makes her the signature support of Nautika. Nautika has roughly double most other characters' max HP, which allows her to get 2 to 3 times more damage out of this effect. And for a perspective on just how much damage that gives, here is a comparison of its multiplier versus Nautika's multipliers. And you can see it's actually quite high. But this is not the end of it, because Sentinel's passive further buff the attacks of anyone with this round on them. Specifically, she gives them 30% crit rate, 80% excess crit rate to crit damage conversion, and damage bonus based on their max HP. To make visualizing the numbers easier, let me break it down with some examples. At 15,000 HP, which is pretty standard for HP scaling characters, you're getting 37.5% damage bonus from the passive. But with Nautika sitting at over 30,000 HP, that jumped to at least 75% damage bonus. While Flutter Pages does pull slightly ahead when it comes to damage bonus and crit, that actual HP scaling damage from Dread bullets makes Sentinel pulls ahead at the end, with a stronger overall damage boost. Plus, Sentinel will also do quite a bit of damage herself. While channeling, she gains 2 lockdown per turn, which light her counter after enemy attack the team, and even if they don't act, she'll still unload the lock-on at the end of their turn. It's some pretty solid single target damage on top of everything else she's doing. Besides the direct damage boost and doing damage herself, Sentinel also helped Nautika in one more way, which is through Bloodtithe Generation. Outside of contributing by bringing more total HP to the team, she also contributes by draining her own HP through her other unique buff, Fresh Wound. She can lose up to 30% of her HP through this at the beginning of the turn, and the stack will be consumed for damage and healing with her ultimate. This is also 50% more effective toward Bloodtithe Generation, which allow her to contribute even more Bloodtithe each turn. This is the second reason she's best used with Nautika, because unfortunately, no one else really uses Bloodtithe that well right now. Sentinel is a fairly simple character. Your main job is just to make sure your DPS never run out of Dread bullets. That's it. You can use her ultimate when it comes up, or you can hold it if you need to prioritize other stuff like SimOS's array, reapplying her buffs, or healing. You're not really losing anything when you're holding it, because if you don't use her ultimate, she won't consume the Fresh Wound, which means she drains more HP and generates more Bloodtithe each turn. Just make sure to heal her often so she won't end up dying because of it. For Portrait, P1 and P5 are your best bet. They both strengthen the buff she gives to character with Dread Bullet. But if you're running high Portrait Nautika who's constantly spamming counters, P2 is actually really valuable because it stops Nautika from burning through all her bullets in one turn. For Psycubes, her signature is obviously great, fantastic HP stats plus actual damage boost. And also, as a character that does a lot of single follow-up damage, outside of City is a great secondary choice. Kind of crazy to think that this Psycube is seeing way more use than Jew and her Euphoria. As for Resonance, stack that HP, it boosts her damage, and let her generate even more Bloodtithe. That's Sentinel. She's a bit limited in terms of team flexibility, but when it comes to supporting Nautika while also throwing out some solid single target damage, she's pretty much unmatched. Now I want to hear from you guys. If you're pulling for Sentinel, what's your plan? Are you picking her up specifically for Nautika, or are you thinking of running her as a main DPS or experimenting with other team comps? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, this has been SteamBandX. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.